My name is Rick, and I am the VP of Engineering for the platform team at InfluxDB, and I'm here with Greg today for an introduction to tasks.
Howdy, my name is Greg Linton. I'm a software engineer at InfluxDB.
So Greg, can we just start at the highest level? What is a task?
Yeah, so fundamentally a task is a repeatable piece of work defined in the Flux language. So a useful task will typically ingest data, it will process that or analyze it, and then it'll output that to another location or fire an alert.
So could you give us an example of a common use case for tasks?
Yeah, so probably the most common use case is downsampling. And the reason why you'd want to downsample data is with your time series data coming in so frequently, it's only useful for a certain amount of time. What downsampling does is it summarizes that into more coarse chunks that will then be more useful over a larger window of time. We have a diagram here that describes that. We have a system here with Telegraph installed. It's dumping data to InfluxDB every 10 seconds, and this bucket that it's dumping to, we'll only keep it around for a week. And then we have a task defined here that will run every day, summarize that into 5-minute windows, and then pipe that data out into another bucket that has a greater retention period of, say, 6 to 12 months.
Okay, so the task is running here, takes this data, summarizes it, and puts it into another bucket.
Right.
Are there other common use cases for tasks?
Yeah, another very common use case is alerting. And so instead of processing that data and downsampling it, you collect that data, and when a condition is met, then fire off an alert. Hit an endpoint, such as Slack, PagerDuty, Teams, or your own custom endpoint via an HTTP post.
How often can a task run then?
We can go down as granular as 10 every 1 second.
And how can I configure how often that interval is?
Yeah, so we give you the option to define in fairly plain English with such as every 1 day. For more power users, we've got typical cron scheduling of the 5 position or even a 6th position here that adds a second granularity. And if you're defining a lot at the same time and find that there's contention, we even give you an offset that you can define so you can scatter them out, add some jitter.
Interesting. So it seems really useful. Like I can take a lot of the work that I would normally do as an application developer and pass it off into a task, let InfluxDB handle all that. I don't have to write the scheduling and all that kind of network transport and everything.
Right, we do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Okay, so then is there a limit to how many tasks I can have?
You can have as many as you want. And we make it very easy to create them by offering an API that the UI or client libraries will make easy for you.
So if I am maybe creating a lot of tasks, like every time I get a new customer, I can use the API to automatically provision new tasks?
Exactly.
Wow, okay, that's really powerful. So thank you. That was an introduction to tasks. We hope you found it useful, and we can't wait to see what you build.